Alright, so what I'm about to tell you in this video is so important. It's so important. You need to understand, yeah, your self-worth is your ceiling. Your self-worth is your ceiling on life. You cannot be bigger than how you view yourself. Your self-worth is essentially is a limit, it's a cap on how big you can be in life and the things that you can do. If you're a person, yeah, that has thoughts and beliefs and ideologies that reflect having a self-worth about yourself that is low, then how can you actually expect to do big things? It doesn't make sense, because you need to understand this as well, yeah? Life looks at you the way you look at life. The world gives you and shows you what you give the world and how you feel about yourself. So essentially, the internal creates the external. Your internal state, how you feel, your beliefs and perceptions of life overall, yeah, that's essentially what makes life life. Life isn't the way it is because that's the way it is. Life is the way it is because that's how you view it, and and it reflects the things that you believe, the way you look at life. Essentially, that's what it's going to give back to you. So here's a quick stat, yeah. Listen, around 70% of big lottery winners, they lose it all within the next 1 to 2 years, and that's so crazy to think about, because everyone, like, I'm guessing most people, who doesn't want to win the lottery, innit? Like, everyone wants to win the lottery. But if you're winning, cool, 100k from the lottery, but your self-worth is at your ceiling is down here. So essentially, because your self-worth is made up of your beliefs, perceptions and thoughts about yourself and towards life, if you believe that 100k is a lot of money and is not normal to you, it's not something that someone like you should have, because that's what a lot of people are told. Like, for example, our parents, or some people's parents may tell them, this type of money isn't for us. Money doesn't grow on trees. Now you've grown up as someone, you're believing, yeah, that this type of money isn't normal, and that essentially you've only got this money because of luck. We only get in life what's normal to us. So if 100k isn't normalized to you, and that's what you get from the lottery, you're gonna lose it. That's what's happened to the 70% of the big lottery winners. They lost that money. Why? Because the money that they got wasn't aligned with that money. It wasn't normalized to them in their minds. They probably put that money on a pedestal, and when you put something on a pedestal, yeah, you're putting it away from you. So how can you really have that if it's up here? Think about it. The money you got is up here, but then your self-worth is down here. So of course it's gonna lose. Of course it's gonna be, that money's gonna get lost. That's why that's happened to all the big lottery winners, and that could happen to you. Like, if you want to win the lottery because you just want money, yeah, I mean, I guess that's what the lottery is for. But if you want to win the lottery but your self-worth isn't at that, you haven't normalized that amount of money, then you're not gonna keep it. I'm sorry to say, but it's even in the stats, so it's clear. I'm about to tell you 3 factors of your self-worth, and all of them are as equally as important as each other. So you can't just stay around for one. You got to listen to the whole thing. So the first one, yeah, self-limiting beliefs is a massive factor in this. Take a look at your beliefs, then take a look at your reality. You get what you believe is normal. If you believe love is hard to find, guess what? Love is going to be hard to find for you. That's why you haven't found true love. If you think money is hard to make, but you want to make 10k a month, why do you think you're not making 10k a month? Because you believe money is hard to make. And are you really trying to put in the work? Are you trying to make money that way? Or are you really trying to put in that work? Or are you just being lazy? Deep it. If you're looking for a job right now, but you believe that the job market is cooked, so you can't find a job, is the reason that you don't have a job is because the job market is cooked? Or is it because you believe the job market is cooked that you don't have a job? Because if your reality is made up of what you believe, and the internal creates the external, then it's clear that what you're believing is just perpetrating through reality. That's what you're getting. Because you believe that the job market is cooked and it's hard to find a job, then it's hard for you to find one. But I can guarantee you, yeah, there's people out here, even me myself, like, I've just started working, and I wasn't looking for a job for that long. I'll be so real. You just need to stop thinking of reality as it's just something external and it's affecting you. because I promise you it's the other way around. And if you don't realize that, you're never going to be able to flip the script and start materializing what you want and start living the way how you actually want to live. So that being said, just make sure you understand this, yeah? If your belief does not serve you, if a belief you have does not serve you, it is just there to control you. If you believe something and it is not serving you, it's just there to control you. You need to take a look at your beliefs and really get to the core of it and see, what do you believe? Because a lot of the times it's not really your beliefs, it's just something that's been passed to you by your parents. For example, they may say money doesn't grow on trees, money's hard to get, this type of money isn't for us. So now you've internalized that growing up, and now you start believing that, or that's in your subconscious mind. Just because it was something from your childhood doesn't mean it's not there anymore. Like, your subconscious mind remembers everything, okay? So take a look at your beliefs and reverse them, and script anything that does not serve you, just reverse it, please, because that is what's making up your self-worth, and then therefore that's making up your ceiling on reality. That's making up on how far you can really go in life and what you can achieve, innit? Now, the second factor, this would be self-confidence. You need to view yourself as someone who can do it. You need to view yourself as someone who can achieve what you want to achieve. Why? Because why not? There's people who've started with 10 times less than you and have achieved 100 times more than you. They're just more confident. They've just got more, they've got a higher feeling of self-worth. And as I've said before, you need to understand that because your beliefs and your thoughts and your perceptions creates the reality that you live in. If you believe you're someone that's not confident, or you're not confident, how could you be in a reality where you're confident? Because you need to be to become. So if you need to be that right now, you need to start believing you're confident right now. Therefore, you'll grow into someone who's confident. Yes, it may take time. Yeah, it may be a process, but that's just the journey. That's just the way life is. But start right now and you'll eventually get there. And the third factor, the third factor of your self-worth is your faith. If your faith is not there, if your faith is not strong, then like, do you really think this shit is gonna work out? Do you really think you're gonna go far? Shit, no. Your faith and your confidence are intertwined. Your faith and your self-confidence are intertwined, because if you're confident in yourself, then you'll have faith that you're able to do it. And once again, I'm gonna repeat this because I've said this in my other video. God's, Allah, the universe, whatever you believe in, is omnipresent, meaning everywhere. That means God is flowing within you. That means the infinite intelligence is literally flowing within you. So if you have an aspect of the infinite intelligence, an aspect of abundance flowing within you, how could you believe that you can't do it? How could you not have faith? Like, that's so contradictory. But when you look at it like that, and you understand that you have that aspect of God within you, your faith should strengthen from that 100 times straight away. Just knowing that. It definitely does for me. Why shouldn't it for you? Yo, and please, you need to listen to this bit I'm about to tell you, because this is so important. Because if you don't, everything else I've told you, you're just going to start to pedestalize it, and it's going to be hard for you to achieve. So everything that I've told you in this video, do not put it on a pedestal. Do not see yourself as someone who's trying to strive to be self-confident and strive to have a high self-worth and strive to have faith. Just view yourself as someone who's already these things. You can literally associate yourself as the person who has these thoughts already, and once you do, you'll grow naturally and way quicker into that person. Think about a young man. He grew up in a rough area, had a rough upbringing. He's around criminals all the time, and he's around a lot of crime. What do you think is going to happen to that boy, to that young man? He's going to be a criminal. Why? Because he's associated with things of that nature. So if you yourself associate with things that you want to be in the now, so someone with a high self-worth, someone with high self-confidence, someone with a lot of faith, someone with no limiting beliefs, if you yourself associate with these thoughts, naturally in time, you'll just start to act like that person that has these things. Why? Because what you associate with, you become, as I've just told you from that example I gave you. what you associate with, you become. Think about, you can also perceive it like this. The person that you want to be, yeah, like what do you actually want to be? Like, what do you actually want to do? You have to visualize it properly. So what would this person think on a day-to-day? What would their beliefs be? Would they have self-limiting beliefs that you have right now? Would that person think 2K a month is hard to get? Would that person think 5K a month is hard to get? For me, definitely not. Definitely not. So make sure you understand what that version of you thinks on a day-to-day and start to associate yourself with those thoughts right now. Because as I said already, to become, you need to be. So if you want to be that person, become associated with that person's thoughts and do that in the now, and then naturally you'll grow into that person. Do you understand? Listen though, I'm not saying I'm perfect. These videos are as much for me as they are for you. These videos are helping me stay on track and helping me stay aligned to what I need to do in life and who I need to be. But I know for a fact that you watching this, you could be in a place where I used to be, where I didn't really understand my self-limiting beliefs. I didn't even realize how low my self-worth was, because it was unconscious, just because it had been integrated into my life from my childhood and the way I grew up and the things that were said to me. I just didn't know. You could very much be in that position that I used to be in, and I can help you get to the position that I'm in right now. So just make sure you've taken in everything I've said from this video. Write down some notes. I hope you got pen and paper or something, because yeah, when you write shit down, it will definitely help you remember it. Like, you got the visual cue of seeing it. So yeah, it will definitely help you a lot more than just trying to remember it in your head. It's like studying for an exam. But yeah, to conclude, just please remember, your self-worth is your ceiling. What is your self-worth compromised of? Your self-confidence, that would be your faith, that would be your limiting beliefs. So make sure your beliefs, your limited beliefs are unlimited. Take that cap off, and when you do, your self-worth will go from here to here. You can actually materialize the person you want to be. You're not gonna make 20K, and because your self-worth is low, then you go back to however much you're making right now. You'll actually keep that money, because everyone wants to make money, but you want to keep it as well. So just make sure you're taking this in. And yeah, I promise you, if you take in this information, you do the work on yourself, you'll grow naturally.